Welcome to the Mind of Basketball Podcast, also known as M.O.B Podcast, episode 59. I'm Evan.
And I'm Ja.
And it's our basketball podcast where we recap, break down, and analyze players and teams from previous games from the previous day. How are you this Tuesday afternoon, Ja?
I think we can speak for both of us. We're both tired, aren't we?
Yes. We both are tired.
Yeah.
I've been tired for 2 decades now. So.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to my guy right here. Yes, sir. My son is the big 2-0.
That's right. It is my birthday, and I am 20 years old as of this recording. So, a lot to enjoy from life. Happy to make it to another year, on this earth. Always got to be blessed for that. More importantly, however, which nobody seemed to care about, yesterday was somebody of actual importance, Dr. Julius Erving's birthday. That was February 22nd.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see anything about that. Nothing.
The fact that's so rampant on social media to talk about all these great legends that came before, the fact that you guys really just glossed over the doctor, a dude who revolutionized the game way back when our parents were babies or even not even born or whatsoever. Like, the fact I just glossed over that man is just like, highly disrespectful. Happy birthday to one of the goats of the game. Like, original high flyer, just the afro, smooth, coolness all around. He had that style, man. I'm not even gonna lie. He was lit.
Yeah, you're going a legend. The legend of the old league of the ABA, of course. Legend for the New York Nets in the ABA. Legend for the Philadelphia 76ers. Hall of Famer, a champion. One of the original dunkers.
Yep.
Of course, Dr. Julius Erving. Happy belated birthday to him. It's put it in perspective for all casuals that don't really have much knowledge about Julius Erving. Michael Jordan wouldn't be who he is today without Dr. J.
Dr. J. Exactly. LeBron wouldn't be who he is today without Dr. J too.
Yep. So happy belated birthday to the doc. But all right. I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone will have a good day. Only a few basketball games from last night, some of them boring, but let's get into the most entertaining one of the night, which was the primetime game, luckily for us, because we were covering that. It was the Washington Wizards on a 4-game winning streak going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, defending champions, on a 2-game winning streak, struggling without AD. And this was an entertaining game. Stars came out, Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, both of them. Glad to see them both aggressive, both of them aggressive, each on their own. Also for the Wizards, the others came into play. The secondary players, the role players came to play. Hachimura, Danny Avdija, Neto.
Clay Matthews, I believe, or what's my
Clay Matthews.
I don't know. I
Football
don't know
player?
No, not. It's a dude named Matthews. I know.
Garrison Matthews. That's who you're talking about.
Yes. Well, don't do that to me. like at least just
what?
give me. Say Clay Matthews, the football player. I was like, don't do that.
Football champion. Anyway, but yes, Davis Bertans, Robin Lopez, all of them really stepped up big time for this Wizards team, as they've been doing of the last previous games. Not just Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook doing everything for them, and that is one of the main reasons why they've been playing so well as of late.
Yes.
As for the Lakers, really were struggling some spurts on the offensive side, as obviously no AD, also no Schroeder for this game. So LeBron really needed some help and had to carry a lot of the load. And he got the help from KCP, who was big time, hit some big shots. Also, Montrezl Harrell started off the game hot. Also, they got some contribution from Kuzma as well. And this was a really entertaining game, back and forth. Then the fourth quarter hit, and it was really just so fun to watch. Both of them trading buckets. The Wizards was the one in front,
Yeah.
actually trying to extend their lead and hold the lead, and the Lakers were the one trailing from behind.
Yeah.
Just fun to watch. Caruso had some really stepped up big time for them in that fourth quarter. Bradley Beal, well, actually no, not Bradley Beal. Russell Westbrook in that fourth quarter was really showing off, really dominating. I mean, the Lakers really had no answer for him. And when Russell Westbrook is hot, and when
He's
he's
hot.
explosive,
Yeah.
especially when he's explosive, when he just attacks the basket all the time, nobody can really stop him.
Yeah.
Not
No
even
question.
himself sometimes.
No, actually, he can. Sometimes he can stop himself.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, and it come down to the wire, and Westbrook had an opportunity to extend the lead to 3.
Mm-hmm.
He missed the free throw.
Yeah.
And on the opposite side, Westbrook fouls LeBron. LeBron gets an and 1. And it's tie game, and LeBron misses the free throw. With 10 seconds left, Wizards had opportunity to win the game. It was the ball was in the hands of Bradley Beal. He had a tough shot, and he missed. So now overtime.
Yeah.
Seems like for the 100th time in the Lakers game. But in that overtime, it was the Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook show. They were the only 2 people on the Wizards who scored in overtime. That maybe that would be a problem, but with 5 minutes left, who else better to score than these 2 star players?
Yeah, especially 2 elite scores like them. Yeah.
Bradley Beal with a crazy acrobatic reverse layup. I don't even know how he got the shot off. Put footage. I don't even know how I got the shot off. Then on the next possession, a tough floater right with Caruso in his face.
Yeah.
That shot. But the Lakers down by 4, and a nice play design set him up KCP to hit a big time 3, and they down by 1. And off the inbound, off the timeout, Westbrook smartly inbounds the ball, then gets it back and attacks immediately at the paint. LeBron with a very lackluster foul, probably a bad foul. Probably should have fouled him harder, but didn't. Almost just, and Westbrook was able to get a layup plus the foul, putting them up by 3. But Westbrook missed another free throw, and the Lakers got another opportunity to tie the game. LeBron took a deep 3, missed. Kuzma got the rebound, took a incredibly tough shot, and missed. And as a result, the Wizards came out with the victory. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Great win by the Wizards, man. Let's not just gloss over it. The Lakers had a the Lakers had a big lead actually going down the stretch. They had a good lead. Not going down the stretch, but like in the
At the
first
start of the
half.
fourth quarter?
Yeah, and it's before, before the start of the fourth quarter, they had a good lead, but you could clearly see as the game went on through the third quarter that the Wizards was just gaining momentum to even get an opportunity to even come back into this game. Because I believe correct me if I'm wrong, I believe in the first half the Lakers had like a good lead, probably like by like or the deficit was like around like 15 points or whatsoever like that. And yeah, you could see like each and every time that the Wizards had an opportunity to like, make a kind of run, he took advantage and he was able to bring it from 15 to like in single digits or whatsoever. So you could clearly see that this was going to eventually be bound to happen, and it happened right there. And this is what you like to see from Westbrook too. Again, he's been having a great stretch of games as of recently, like and you should always be happy when he's in this aggression mode, because if he went showed that earlier in the season, you felt like something would have been different with this team the whole time, right alongside Bradley Beal having his dominant performances.
Yeah.
So it's great win by the Wizards. The Lakers, like I felt like this game was champing you guys since the beginning, but yet you let it go.
Yeah, Lakers really they haven't been able to close it out in the past few games. This game in the game against the Heat. Also, the Lakers down the stretch in that fourth quarter. I think they missed 10 consecutive 3-pointers. They were really struggling. And
Yeah,
if they just hit like 5, they probably win that game in the fourth quarter.
exactly.
But yeah, they can't. They really just can't hit their shots in certain stretches of the game. We saw with the Heat as well, where
Yeah,
they missed a lot of 3-point shots, a lot of good looks when the Heat double teamed LeBron, and they just they miss AD.
they do. They
And in
do.
this game, they missed AD and Dennis Schroeder because they needed more of the scoring load. They needed the big shots, and all that really went to LeBron. And he can only do so much.
Exactly.
As a result, yeah, the Lakers lose, and they have now lost 3 straight. And the Washington Wizards have won 5 in a row.
I tell you, it's getting close to that All-Star break, man. It's getting close to that All-Star break. People are going to start hitting their strides here. Probably this is their time. This is their time to go for striking distance at this point.
And just if anybody's wondering, from the playing games, the Wizards are only a game and a half back from the Miami Heat.
Yep, everything's close at this point.
Yep, but yeah, if there was any time to hit their stride, right now would be the time, right before the break. Exactly. So yeah, good win by the Wizards, and they have been playing great basketball as of late. All right, that was the only primetime game to discuss. So any other games you want to speak about? Anything that you noticed around the league?
Well, let's get the embarrassment out the way. The Suns versus Blazers.
My surprise team. I mean, my dark horse. Your dark horse.
Yeah. Well, like it started off well in the first quarter. It was a close game. It started being a back and forth exchange. It was that in the beginning of the second quarter too, and then all of a sudden it was just the Suns until the end. The Suns had everything going for them from the 3-point to inside the paint to consistent play with movement and flow of their offense. It was just there was no way they could be stopped. There was just no way they could be stopped. So I don't think there's any much more detail I need to go into that, but that it was just a straight up blow up.
No, there isn't. You want to switch dark horses? You want to come to my side?
Nah.
You gotta stay.
I want to stay right here. I want to remain loyal to the one I chose. I don't run away from nothing like that.
But yeah, as you put it, the Suns with a possible statement win against this Blazers team. And by the way, if the playoffs was to start now, they would battle in the first round, the 4 and the 5 seed.
Well, they were supposed to battle in the playing game, but yet things went south.
Yeah, you're right about that. But hey, what can you do? Yeah. All right. Any other games you want to discuss?
The Jazz versus Hornets. That was a really good game in itself. Also, it was the Jazz who had an early lead, and then the Hornets again. The Hornets playing with that energy and everything to them. Again, they was able to make this back and forth battle as the second quarter went on, and as the third quarter hit, LaMelo Ball was just purely hooping too, with his ability to score, get to the rack. His first step was explosive. His ability to finish around the rim was just amazing, and he was kind of one point part of the game in which he said he looked at Mike Conley. He scored on Mike Conley. He said he's too little. He did the and I was like, that's disrespectful.
10-year vet. But yeah,
he got to be careful with doing that sometimes. You don't know who could be doing that too, but yeah, it was a back and forth exchange, and then the fourth quarter hit, and then it was all the Jazz right there. From that point on, the Jazz just went on a big run, and they never really looked back at that point.
Yeah, the fourth quarter was really big time for the Jazz. I mean, they put up like 41 in that fourth quarter, and we see this a lot from the Jazz. They can just turn on that switch, at certain moments when they need to.
Yeah, because again, you talked about it all the time, and we're going to be talking about it more and more as long as this team is hot. You talking about a team with shooters, shot creators, could create off the dribble, can move without the ball in their hands, could create space for each other or whatsoever, and do it on the defensive end. That's a recipe for something very deadly in a good essence for them, in a bad in a bad essence for the opposing team. If you don't have the kind of same kind of like formulas or ingredients that team has.
Yep. Great win by the Jazz, getting on that winning track once again after the loss to the Clippers. All right. It is prediction time for tonight's set of games.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Sorry, I think Gordon Hayward got injured.
Oh yeah, Gordon Hayward did get hurt in that. He re-aggravated a hand injury.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's good. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I don't know if it's serious. Upon this recording, hopefully he's good. I mean, I think the Hornets need him if they want to make a run for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully he gets well. Well, all right. Like I said, prediction time for the night set of games. So let's get to it. First, starting off with the Hawks or the Cavs.
Hawks. Do you want to tell them?
You know, and maybe this is because we. Maybe this is because wasn't paying attention that much. Maybe we should be called casuals for this, but I've noticed last night that the Cavaliers have lost 10 straight games. I didn't even realize that. I know they haven't been winning, but 10 straight games. I mean, I understand that Drummond has been sitting because of the trade, but I don't think he's been sitting for 10 straight games. They just made that announcement like a week ago.
Yeah, well, hey, look, things starting to look bad for them since they decided to go public with sitting Andre Drummond. Just say that. Don't do that. Come on now. Hey man, nobody cares about Cleveland anyway. Look, we didn't even notice it. That's how you see. That's how relevant.
Mark Price. But yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, that is embarrassing.
I mean, they've won the same amount of games as we have in the last 10. But yeah, I got the Hawks.
Yeah.
The Pistons or the Magic?
Magic
as well. The Kings or the Brooklyn Nets?
Nets.
The Warriors up against the Knicks with fans in the arena in MSG.
Even though the Knicks have momentum, I'm not going against that Warriors team. If Curry comes back, unless if Curry's ill or out, then I got the Knicks. But if he's playing, then I got the Warriors.
Yeah, it was a tough game for me to think about. But I got the Knicks.
I can't go against that.
The 76ers or the Raptors?
76ers, they need to bounce back.
Yeah, I got the 76ers. First primetime game of the night, doubleheader of TNT 7:30, featuring the struggling Boston Celtics up against Luka's Dallas Mavericks. Who you got?
Mavericks.
I got C's. They desperately need something to get going before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. The Timberwolves, no Ryan Saunders, up against the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks.
The Bucks. The next primetime game of the doubleheader TNT features the Portland Trailblazers, who just got smacked last night against the Suns, as we just mentioned, up against the Denver Nuggets. And lastly, the 5 game winning streak of the Washington Wizards gets put to the test against the fully healthy Los Angeles Clippers. Yeah, Clippers. I'm sorry, Wizards. I still don't got faith. I really don't. I still have to see more. Yeah. I have to see more. I mean, they're on a 5-game winning streak, but I still have to see more from the Wizards.
Exactly, because I may end up like going on a 10-game losing streak, just like how the Cleveland Cavaliers have done secretly.
Secretly. Yeah, I haven't seen that from anywhere either. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire the coach. JB Bickerstaff. That can't happen. But all right. I think it's time to wrap things up. Any final thoughts?
Once again, just happy birthday to you, my guy, and happy belated birthday to Mr. Dr. J, a legend in the game, smooth as hell, man. Happy birthday to both of you guys, man. February, baby.
What?
February babies.
Oh. Thank you. I appreciate the love, Ja, as always. And like you said, happy birthday to Julius Erving. Happy belated birthday to Julius Erving.
And hold on real quick. Audience, say it back. Say happy birthday back. Do not do that. Thank you.
To me or to Dr. J?
To both of you guys. Well, more importantly, Dr. J, of course, but from my heart to others, you personally to you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Glad to say that I only a 1 day difference between me and Dr. J's birthday. So I'm gonna use that a lot. That's giving me my confidence. But I mean, like my birthday is only a day after Dr. J. So
what's crazy? I think I should do the same thing. I share the same birthday with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wow.
Yeah, I never knew that until I searched it up.
I feel really bad for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, I was so laughing.
Oh, but with that all being said, thank you guys for watching today's pod. Make sure to tune into tomorrow's podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Also follow IG down in the description below.
And once again, I am Evan.
I'm Ja.
And this was the Mind Basketball Podcast.